Lyondell Chemical filed for Chapter 11, I guess about 2 weeks ago, $24 billion worth of debt, $20 billion of which is secured. The company has operations throughout the United States, Europe, and other parts of the world. Company representatives represent that approximately 1/3 of all the value is located in Europe. If you take a look at the debtor entities that filed, the ultimate parent holding company, which is a Netherlands-based company called Lyondell Basel something or other, was not put into a proceeding. And moreover, if you review the debtor in possession financing documents, you find that the DIP facility buried in those documents have a provision where they're agreeing to forbear, I guess indefinitely, against the parent holding company who's on the hook for a lot of the guarantees. Now you ask yourself, well, who cares? Well, who cares is the holders of a boatload of general unsecured bonds that were guaranteed by the Netherlands parent company and who bought credit default swaps, which would be triggered only if the Netherlands entity were in a formal proceeding. And take that for granted. I must be, skirting over the true issues, but for your purposes, they would have been able to get paid on the CDS had the Netherlands company been in a proceeding.
And you confirm that those bondholders own the CDS. It's not just sort of rumor and innuendo. They have said publicly they own the CDS as well?
We know they own the CDS. I'm not certain that they own the bonds,
Gotcha.
But they own the CDSs.
Okay.
So these guys are looking for a triggering event. They are organizing. They are demanding of their indentured trustee that the indentured trustee take action on their behalf to place the Netherlands holding company into an involuntary proceeding. Now, for those of you that do this for a living, you generally will agree with me that unlike Chapter 11, once you go into an administrative proceeding in Europe, depending on the jurisdiction, you can kiss away a lot of your value. Because those administrations are basically wind-up proceedings and you don't get to capture the going concern values. So you think about it in terms of conflicts of interest. Yeah. If you're a bondholder, you're a general unsecured bondholder, and you're told that Europe comprises 1/3 of your potential value, and it's even better than that because all the banks that took all of the collateral they could get their hands on, for a whole bunch of reasons, mostly tax-driven, can't take 100% stock pledges of foreign corporations. They can only take up to a certain percentage. In this case, call it 2/3. So you got 1/3 of all the value in Europe and 1/3 of all that value unencumbered. That's what general unsecured creditors ought to be salivating over, separate and apart from claims and cause of action and changes in commodity prices, which we're all hoping for. So you got bondholders, general unsecured bondholders, who ought to applaud the decision of keeping the European holding company out of a proceeding so as not to lose value. And then you've got a whole other faction of the same bondholders who, because of the amount of CDS they hold, are desperate for bankruptcy filing in order to cash in on their, I know we're not supposed to call it insurance policy, their insurance policy. You talk about conflicts of interest. This is a prime example of how CDS is impacting, a very current and very large restructuring.